Hi, welcome to Grow New Plants. So today I'm going to try a little bit of an experiment. I've got I've got two different kinds of white oak trees. And I've always heard that you can plant white oak trees in the fall, that they'll germinate almost as soon as they fall off the tree. And just to explain everything a little bit better, I'm going to go ahead and bring you in and show you what I have and what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've always heard that white oaks will germinate. I mean, I know that it's true, but I've always heard it, but I've never done it. That white oak trees, live oaks, bur oaks, Chinquapin oaks, that's the three that I'm going to be growing this year or next spring, that they'll germinate in the fall. And they even say some of them will even germinate right off the tree. And I know that that's true, but I've never planted any in the fall because I'm like, well, what am I going to do with them over the winter? But I'm going to do an experiment. I've got some Chinquapin oaks, acorns, and some bur oak acorns, both of them in the white oak group, and I'm going to plant them. And so when I collected the Chinquapin oaks, I guess probably less than a week ago, when I collected those seeds, I took 3 of them and I stuck them down in this old pot. This was a pot where I tried to grow a tree that wasn't normal to here. They didn't germinate, they weren't good seeds. So I just stuck 3 acorns down in here. So I want to show you, and these have literally been in here for maybe 5 days. I'll rinse that off. That thing's been in there for 5 days, and look what it's already got. It's already got a huge taproot on it. And here's the other one. And these seeds are from the same tree. So that's three of 3 that, and I'm not too worried about these because I'm fixing to plant a whole nother tray of them. I'll go ahead and cover them back up and get them out of the way, but I'm not too worried about these. These are just kind of an experiment to see whether they would germinate or not, and lo and behold, they did. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plant up, and I'm going to go ahead and start doing this. Just taking the acorns. These were collected, cleaned, floated, so they all sank, so I know that they're good acorns. And then they've been stored in the refrigerator for 4 or 5 days, but they could have been just left out. So I'm just taking them and pressing them where they're maybe, I don't know, 1/4 inch under the dirt. The top of the acorns maybe a 1/4 inch under the dirt, right down the center on their side. So anyway, I've got a bunch of these, and I haven't collected any live oak trees yet, or live oak acorns yet. And the only reason is they just haven't turned brown here yet. They're still green. Lots of acorns available, but they're just still green. They're just not ripe yet. So I'm just picking out, I think I soaked about 20, and these are in the Rootmaker 18 cell trays, and this is my normal propagation mix. I get my water dirty. I'm trying to just pick out the biggest, fattest acorns I got in there. That's a bur oak. Some of the bur oaks are small. Having a hard time finding good bur oak acorns yet. There's still a lot of green ones around. I'll set these off so I can find the rest of my, there's some good ones. That one's kind of green, but I think it should be okay. I took these Chinquapin oaks and literally pulled them straight off the tree. Found one with the low limbs. So I got all those pushed in there, and I just take a little bit of extra dirt. And then I got my squirrel-proof plant table out there. So I'll soak those in good. That takes care of the Chinquapin oaks. And we'll do the bur oaks. So I got, I'm going to go ahead and float these again because I want to just make sure all these look to sink good. So I think they should all be good, viable acorns. Same thing, just take them, press them down in the middle on their side. And the reason you put them on the side, because typically they'll crack open, and then like you saw on those other ones, the root will come out one end or another. So you just want the roots come out somewhere close in the center of the pot. They'll end up filling out that pot, but and the bur oak acorns, like I said, these are early collections, so I'm not really sure what the viability of all these are. They sank, and that's all I really know. but we'll just have to wait and see. Some of these things are huge. They're from different trees. They're not all from the same tree, but. So I'm gonna let these things go. And like I said, those Chinquapin oaks that I had, the ones I experimented with, they germinated in I know it was less than a week. I don't know exactly how long ago it was, but I know it was less than a week. So I'm gonna go ahead and post this video, and then hopefully before it gets too cold, I'll have some of these to show you where some of them have actually germinated and came up. And then I guess I'm just gonna leave them through the winter and let them do whatever they do in the winter. I mean, both of these are deciduous ones. Live oaks obviously are not, they're evergreens. So if they come up, I'm gonna do live oaks off the camera whenever I get those. But when these things germinate and come up, they're gonna lose their leaves. It's gonna be hard to tell if they're alive or dead, but I'm just gonna take care of them, keep them watered through the winter. And then if we get any extremely cold temperatures, they'll be able to withstand normal cold temperatures. I mean, they're normal trees as long as they get a decent little root system, but they're gonna be unprotected because of the thinness of these pots and not a lot of soil surrounding their roots. So if we get some really cold weather, I'll probably move them in the greenhouse and I'll just kind of baby them along. And basically my experiment on this is to see, do these things produce better, quicker trees than ones that I'm gonna take a bunch of these seeds too. I've already got a bunch more Chinquapin oaks in the refrigerator ready to go for next spring, because you can do that with white oaks. You can take them and stratify them over the winter and plant them in the spring, which is what I've always done, and I've had good success with that. But I'm gonna try it both ways this time and see. And if these work better, I might just start taking all my white oaks and planting them in the fall, give them a jump start going into the spring. So anyway, I appreciate you watching. Check back with me in hopefully, what is this? Today is around the middle of October, end of the first week of October. So I think it's October 12th. So hopefully by middle of November, end of November, maybe before we get our first freeze, these things will come up and I'll get them videoed and show you what they look like. I appreciate you watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Thank you.